Well, hello everyone. I'm new to YouTube. It's not something that I do, but I had hard time finding some videos regarding the RSV, like how to take the exhaust off. And the reason why I took the exhaust off because my oil pan was leaking. So there's one guy, I believe, who actually showed, and he has a different bike. So here you go. Tore my bike apart, and some things that you can do, some things you cannot do. I'm gonna talk about it. So if you have a problem with the oil pan, this is where it's located. In order for you to take it out or replace it, you need to take your exhaust. Okay, there's no way, because this pipe right here runs right here underneath, and for you to actually pull the pan out, you need to drop it down, which is going to get blocked here. So what I did first, obviously if you're going to do this job, you know how to take the fairing out. I took the fairing out, and the radiator, I had to take it down because I need to access the exhaust bolts. I was afraid that I'm gonna break it, and the night before, what I did, I just like sprayed some D40, WD-40, sprayed it here, back there, and it worked out pretty good. It was loosened. You can see the bolts, they're right here. Look how rusty they are. I don't know if you can see it. They're really rusty. So I was gonna take the wheel off, but I said, nah, let me see. So I take the front fender off, right here. You got 1, 2, and then right on this side. You got 1, 2, and this one right here is for your wheel sensor. And on the left side, you're gonna have 1 and 2, and then up top right here, that's where your brake get. This one I'm talking about. This one. Let me see if you guys can see it. So this one holds your brake line, the front brake line. I zip tied it. Just be careful when you remove your caliper. It is so tight that you might scratch your rim, which I did on this side. So maybe put something like a towel, and as you pull out, just gently pull your caliper out. Also be careful with this bolt right here that holds your sensor. This is right here. It is so tiny that you can easily break it. So I recommend spray, man. Spray that WD-40. There's like nothing in the world. Remember, you got spacer for your caliper. So I removed my caliper, removed the fender, and I was able to access this bolt right here. There are 2 of them, one over there and one over here. And what that did to me is actually pull the radiator down to get access to this bolt right here. Now, if you manage to get, like, you take this bolt from here, and all you have to do, once you take the bolt out, you push it to the opposite side, and this one, it just, there's like a rod just holds it here, and this is a bolt. So it's up to you. If you wanna drop it down by just unscrew those 2 screws, and you don't have to drop it, like remove it all. You just drop it down. The screw is a little bit longer, so I was able to use this. I believe it's 8 millimeter. You can use 8 millimeter with longer extension. Do not use tools, okay? Do not use tools. You're gonna drop it down, and the reason why, see these wires right here? All of this stuff is in the way. And you can see like I was struggling with it, and the tape starts to come off, so you don't wanna do that. So once I dropped it off, I was able to take this one off, which is this. the radiator comes with 2 fans, so you have to unplug this one, and on the left side you're gonna unplug this one, and they are connected right here. On the other side is the same. Okay, on the other side there are more stuff in here. These are the gas tank breather. They are fed from here, okay, connected to the tank on the left side, and they are breathing here. And as you know, if you own one, you should open the cap and release the pressure. For some reason the gas does not escape from the from the tank, and it actually can expand it. So to be cautious about it, every 2 days or like a week, just open that cap and you're gonna hear psh, which is fine. I have a ZX10, I don't have that problem. See? But for some reason the Aprilia, it holds the pressure of the gas. So this one has this little rod right here, or like circle, and it's connected right here. I'm sorry guys if it's dark, but you will see it. So it's holding the breathers up. Obviously you disconnect this one. Make sure that you empty all your fluid. If you want to empty the coolant, this is the screw for the coolant. It's gonna come out. Open this one first, and then go to the other side, and hopefully if you have somebody that helps you, he can hold a bucket on this side to catch the coolant coming out when you open the cap from the radiator. So when you open the cap from the rear, it's just gonna shoot up from that side. Okay, so you got one here, hose, and I'm trying to do silicone, so I'm gonna replace some, and this is the other one. Now, you have oil cooler as well, and you're gonna see it right here. This one has a rod that goes through and feeds in here, and this is the rod, okay, that is fed in here to hold the oil cooler. And then the oil cooler, see this, get held on this side. All right, once you take that off, you're gonna have the springs. Okay, you have the springs. You're gonna unhook the springs. You need to unhook the springs from this side as well. See where the exhaust feeds on the other side? You can unhook the springs. You don't have to take here, this part, and the extension of the exhaust. Hopefully this video, I'm sorry if I get you dizzy. I just take the muffler out. You don't have to take this part off. You can just keep it on and put something like nice towels just to hold it. I didn't remove the sensors. Yeah, the sensors for the exhaust, I left them on. And you can see basically I was able to turn the wheel one side, feed my hand through here, and I was able to unscrew it slowly. And I have access to this one too, this one. These are the ones that it's gonna give you a hard time if you don't have the radiator out, because the radiator sits right here. And you can even see the nuts here. They're covered with the exhaust. This is gonna be right here. So once you take it off, you drop it down. Now you can unscrew your oil pan, and you can see this is gonna come down. Okay. Putting it back is, like doing the same job. We cleaned my calipers, and also I was able to take my tank off, as you see. And I just bought this bike from Copart, so I don't know what kind of filter is in it. Does it look good? Does it look bad? To remove the air box, this is what you need to do. This one gets snapped. This is your ACU. You can snap it or keep it. It's up to you. What I did, actually I snapped it. I took this off. you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay? Once you remove those screws and put them like I did on a table on the same order, you need to unplug this, because when you try to lift it, this one is on the top. This is the gas shower over the head. It will just, like you're gonna break, and you don't want to do that, especially if you don't see what's going in here. If you don't remove the ECU, you're gonna see it. So all you have to do is just snap it, and it's gonna. You heard that, right? You got one hand. Shoot. Hold on, guys. There you go. Just unhook it, and if you snap it back, you need to hear a click. Oh, let me do this. One hand is hard. Hold on. There you go. You take this off, and you will be able to access your air filter. It is sitting right here, and you can see it's angled. Okay, and there is like a little notch here where it sits on both sides, and you can just clean it or replace it. I have this guy, he was nice to install a full race exhaust. That's what I have. ACU is flash also, because the bike sounds wonderful, and he has a spring filter, which is nice. To take the tank off, you got one screw here. Obviously, you need to remove this to access the seat. You take these two off. Then you're gonna unhook this one. Is sitting right on the tank, and next to it is this one. So two of them. You're gonna take them off. It's easy. This one is a little bit hard because it's not much space. Then you're gonna remove these two screws. Okay. Then you're gonna obviously unplug your fuel line. Put a towel or something here to catch the access. And then if you go to and you can remove this side fairing if you want to. And I elected not to remove this one because it was no need. You can lift your gas tank a little bit, and you're gonna see the hose breather still attached. You can loosen up this one, push it down, and then pull on this. Same thing with this one. Loosen it up like I did here and put it down, and then you can actually lift the whole gas tank and you can put it aside. And you don't need to remove this side of the fairing, which is on this side. That's about what I did so far. Yeah, I saw this guy who did a video with 15-20 minutes. He was good, but he did not show exactly, like how he took off. He was cleaning. I'm a mess, and I just tell you what it is. I'm not looking for rating or anything like that. But yeah, if you want to access your oil pan, you need to take your exhaust. If you have small fingers and you're not worried about breaking the nuts in here to your exhaust, go ahead and don't remove the exhaust itself, the heads. But if you are like me, like, oh shoot, and they look rusty or anything like that, take the time, man. It took me 3 days. This is my 3rd day, and I just do little by little. I'll start by removing this side of the exhaust, moving the hair, disconnect it from the angle, went to the other side, started draining the fluids. The first one was oil, obviously, and then I did the cooling. And then I was thinking, oh, I need to take the wheel off, but I decided not to take the wheel off. I just removed the front fairing, which is this one right here, okay? And that give me access to these bolts right here. There's one there, 8mm. There's one here. You don't have to take them all the way down. You can see like I still have it It's not screwed all the way up, okay? Just drop it down a bit just to give you access to this one. Right here. Once you unscrew this, you're gonna push your coolant to the other side. Of course, you're gonna unplug this, and you already emptied the coolant, so you took the hose out, including this one, the access. And then you can drop it down. I took the oil coolant out before I took this one down. And you can see it's sitting on the side right here. I still have oil in it, so this looks up. Once you drop it down, then you can unscrew all of these screws to access your oil pan. I'm gonna show you the oil pan. I have it outside. And I hope this video helps you guys, because I really struggle to find anything in YouTube to guide me. It's my cat. All right. The guy who had it before me, obviously, he scratched it. He tried to fix it. It will not leak when it's cold. But once the bike is running and when I stop, I see drips. It's freaking expensive. It's $346 with tax is like $360, $364. Terreno, I think the name is Terreno. It's like $99, but instead of having the oil going to the coolant from this one is up here, and this thing is so light. I see why it breaks pretty easily. Like you can see the scratch. This is not supposed to be like this. Obviously this one they try to fix it and it just leaks. Once the oil get heated, it get thinner, and the thinner it is, the more easy to come out of any holes or any access. So yeah, this is the oil pan that sits like this, and the pipe, exhaust pipe, runs here, so I can't drop it because that funnel is right here, so you have to take the exhaust out. So hope this video helps you guys. You don't have to subscribe or anything, just hopefully it helps. That's all. Thanks guys.